Wrestling 151, as always, you'll find the link below so you can take a look for yourself. Tag team tournament match. This is what we got. It's not unusual. But I will say, since this is the first time they ever did it, it's actually something special. So we only got 3 matches on this show, which is understandable if it's a short show and it's a tag team tournament match. But we got a lot of backstage segments and some interviews. First one, I believe, was the best thing they could have done was Miranda talking about getting the title off of Kylie Ray. Now, it's a possibility she'll be doing it next week, or to be setting it up for next week. I don't know. But I'm glad to see that. I just can't stand Kylie Ray as this little kid who doesn't look like a little kid, and it just not fits her personality. I see her personality as someone who's way more mature, who's supposed to be really good at her craft, and I just don't get that from her. Now, Brian Keefe, the bounty hunter, who you guys know how I feel about Brian Keefe. He's good in the ring. He talks well outside the ring, but his entrance sucks. Running down or walking down, prancing around like just any other jobber. He's supposed to be like a Clint Eastwood type of person. He should come down to the ring, serious as hell, with that damn hat and that damn poncho, and show everyone how good he is in the ring. I just don't get it when he does that. But he wants to go up against Lomac because of what happened between him and Hendricks before the match between Hendricks and Tempo. Now, the problem here is that we barely see anything of Brian Keefe. And we have seen more of Lomac than Brian Keefe. So I'm wondering, should I care more about Lomac? Yeah, he's a heel, but shouldn't I care? This is one of the problems you get with a very short show that doesn't really have anything on their YouTube channel showing more of the characters they have on the show. Now, I gripe on TNA a lot. There's no problem about that because the only thing they have is their webpage with YouTube. But I wouldn't mind seeing periodically them showing some little clips of these guys in other situations. That would give me more character, and I would actually want to look at the YouTube page other than just seeing the show. That's just me. I'm really happy to see that that Bartek and, how can I describe this? When it comes to Bartek, he's now the heel. When it comes to Cole, he's now the face. And now Bartek has set up Cole to do a match with someone next week. I don't remember what the name of the guy is. So, at least they are progressing them splitting apart and now going to feud. I'm fine with that. I just felt they could have done a little sooner. I felt this could have been done maybe about a month ago. This could have actually been done in January. No, in February, not January. In February instead of March. They could have shortened it, but like I said in my previous video of Reality of Wrestling 150, they got tapings that they have very little time with, and it's understandable that they're only doing about an hour show, and they don't have the budget like in NXT to be able to elaborate on it and expand. That's just the way it is. So I am giving them a little bit of leeway there. Now, anything else? Gino. You know how I feel about Gino. Sean Studd had a better segment than Gino. And Sean Studd seems a bit stiff when he talks. Gino still feels empty. No emotion. Too soft-spoken. A Latin lover sometimes has to get loud, particularly if some man is trying to take his woman away and he wants to make sure that no one takes my woman. He just doesn't have it. He just doesn't. I just don't feel it from him. But I understand at least he did try to set up for when he goes up against Sean Studd, which could be either next week or week after. Who knows? Now the matches. Did I feel that Alpha Unit versus La Familia was a good match? Yeah. But Price, there's a problem with Price. He just got tanked too easily. He's not in good shape. It doesn't mean he's a bad wrestler. He just looked like he got way too easily tanked. He needs better cardio. So it just didn't seem good for me personally. I'm not saying that Price was bad, but then look at his partner, the Hammer. The hammer was barely winded. It just shows that Price is weak. And it just doesn't look good. Then when it came to the Pride and Terry Rancid versus the Alpha unit, person looks even worse than Price. It's the Pride. The Pride looks like crap. It's not the fact that he's a bad wrestler. He just looks terrible. He just does. He looks weak. He has no muscle. He's a big guy. He's tall, and he looks like he can gain some muscle. He needs more muscle. He needs better cardio. His cardio was worse than Price's was. And sorry about that. My battery died. What I wanted to say is this. We barely see the Pride. We barely see Terry Ransom. And I just felt it didn't really flow very well. Also, the Pride just looked really bad. Understanding Price, he was out of shape, but the Pride looked worse. So when it went into Team Death Bear versus Alpha Unit, it was a lot better. The match flowed better. Seeing Stevie Ray there, as always, looked better. And Price did sell. Priest Price, I'm sure I'm pronouncing the guy's name wrong. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I've always been bad with names. Many due to the fact if you don't see them on television often, you really can't get to know them. That's one of the problems with these small indie promotions. But in the end, Team Death Bear won. Death Bear won. And I'm happy about that because Team Death Bear is the most entertaining team they have. Reigns and Davison are just beautiful on the mic, and they're good in the ring. So I didn't expect them. I'm just saying it in disrespect. I just wish that Reality of Wrestling had a bigger budget, that they would have people hired in more often to do extra things to try and get the promotion over a little bit more, like putting a couple of more videos on the YouTube channel, working on their website to really make things look like it's a real strong promotion when we know it isn't that great, but it's good to see it. I just wish it was a little bit more, but this is just me. So I was okay with this, and I think you will enjoy it, except for the middle, the second match. You might not like it too much because it just didn't flow very well. But it's just my point of view. You guys watch for my SmackDown review. It will be coming out later tonight. Have a good day. Have a good night.